Greetings, fellow YouTubers and fellow traders. My name is Jeremy Dancer, and in this video, we're going to be going over strategies for Bitcoin and also strategies we can use for the Bitcoin halving event, which should take place, I believe, on the 20th or the 24th of this month. So it's an exciting time to be trading right now. I use my channel to share strategies with crypto, Forex, and law of attraction. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and you won't miss out on some awesome stuff. It's going to be a very exciting month with the Bitcoin halving event. We should see some record bullish moves with crypto prices across the board. So if you're new to crypto, this is an awesome time for you to get started. All right, so first we're going to start off with a strategy with Coinbase. If you don't know how to trade with Coinbase, simply go to the bottom left-hand side, and then you want to click on the advanced section, the advanced section of Coinbase, and then that way you can get to where you can actually trade cryptocurrencies. All right, so since this month is all about Bitcoin, this is why I'm doing a video on Bitcoin. We will also take a look at SHIB and just to see how that is going as well. All right, so real quick, when it comes to the indicator that I use for crypto, I use VWAP. So if you go to indicators, just scroll down to where you see VWAP, and that is the indicator that I have right here. One of the cool things about VWAP is that it considers the price and the trading volume for the day. So it's a neat little indicator to use for intraday trading. You can use it on the 15-minute time frame. I think you can pretty much use it for any time frame, really. But if you are a day trader and you're looking for like day trends or short-term period trends, then you want to stick with like maybe the 5 to 15-minute time frame. Okay, so real quick when it comes to using VWAP, all right, if the candles are above the VWAP line and they stay above the VWAP line, that represents bullish momentum. All right. If the candles are above the VWAP line, but then they drop below the VWAP line, that is a sign that there's some bearish momentum building, and then that's when you want to sell. Okay. So in this case right here, we can see that there is some short-term bearish momentum building, which means this is a good time to look for shorts. All right. Now, I do want to say that with Bitcoin, uh, this is going to be bullish for the month of April. And we're on the 15-minute time frame, so we're not looking at a lot of data. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, for example, we can see here that the move that is happening is pretty much a pullback. So if you want to trade pullbacks, I personally don't recommend it because it's kind of risky. As you can see here, there is a strong bullish trend line forming with Bitcoin. So any drops like this is most likely just going to be temporary, and I don't recommend you short Bitcoin in this situation. And I'm going to give you guys another way of looking at this as well. So you can see more as to why I'm saying any sales you do should be short term. Okay. But when it comes to using this indicator, you're basically just looking for periods where the candles go above or below the VWAP. So if we go back in history a little bit, we can see here we have the VWAP line, right? And then we have these candles that went below it, which would be a sign for some short-term sells. But you can see here, just because the candles went below the VWAP line And even though the price did in fact go down, it didn't stay down, right? It was just a pullback. So this is why I say when it comes to trading Bitcoin, it's very risky to hold on to long-term short positions. So this is just one example. You can go back in history and you can look at it as well. And also keep in mind, I changed the time frame to the 1 hour time frame. You can see here that Bitcoin is pretty strong right now in terms of bullish momentum. All right, but when the price when the candles went above the VWAP is when we'd be looking for some longs. So you could have bought here and you would have been making money all the way up to here with no problems. Even with the pullbacks, you would still be doing pretty well. Okay, and that's pretty much the strategy for Coinbase. Now I'm going to show you guys how to trade Bitcoin on MetaTrader 4. So now we're inside my MetaTrader 4, and this is my preferred way to trade Bitcoin. And that's because I have this neat little indicator that shows me buyers and sellers inside the candles. You really can't see that with the indicators that's on Coinbase. So this right here, in my opinion, is far more effective for trading Bitcoin. All right, so what you want to focus on with this indicator is the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame. Those time frames represent the core buyers and sellers. Okay, so the fact that we see on a long-term basis that the buyers are in control, we know that Bitcoin is going to be bullish. Okay, and the difference is pretty substantial, right? So like on the 4 hour time frame, we can see that there are 13,000 buyers compared to 3,000 sellers. We can see that there are 4,000 buyers in comparison to 1,700 sellers. And then we can see there are 26,000 buyers in comparison to 16,000 sellers. And now this is also giving us perspective into what is going on. So on the minute 1 through the minute 30 time frame, we see the sellers have managed to take control and they're pushing the price down. But this is short term. So when you're able to use this indicator on MetaTrader 4 to see the real price action happening in real time, it adds a lot of perspective to what you're seeing on the charts you see like with Coinbase and like TradingView and whatever setup you have. So a lot of times what I like to do is I like to just watch what happens here. Because if the price falls to a certain support zone, what you should see in a uptrend is you should see that the buyers come in with overwhelming numbers and keep pushing the price up. So in pullbacks, the buyers will temporarily let the sellers have it, but then after a certain point, the buyers will step in like, wait a minute. We're not dropping below, 70,000. We're not dropping below 69,000. Okay. And that's usually what happens. So when I looked for opportunities to trade Bitcoin, I first go here and I check and see what's happening. Okay. So you see what just happened here? 43 buyers came in compared to 9 sellers at the moment on the minute 1 time frame. So even though the sellers were able to get the price to drop a little bit, the buyers are like, wait a minute, we're not going down too far. And if you keep trying to push, we're going to keep coming in way stronger. So these are big things to look for when you're trading Bitcoin and really Forex and gold for that matter. This indicator right here tells you what is happening right now without you having to guess and figure out what is happening right now. So now you can kind of see the buyers are coming in very strong. it really doesn't even matter what the candles are doing. It doesn't matter what indicators you're using. This right here is telling you everything that you need to know in regards to what is actually happening that's important. Price action and being able to differentiate between the real buyers and the real sellers is everything when it comes to trading. So if you've been following me for a while, uh, you'll notice that the 15 billion market cap is a very important support zone in order for SHIB to hold. So the fact that we've been able to exceed that, and now we're looking at a market cap of around 18 billion is huge, because just last week we were around 15 billion for the market cap. So between last week and today, we were able to move up above 3 billion. So SHIB is doing amazing things. Shibarium is doing amazing things. If you haven't seen my video on Shibarium, make sure you watch that, because SHIB is no longer just a meme coin. With the metaverse that SHIB is building, the gaming network that SHIB is building, the ability to process payments without having to use the Ethereum network this is huge. SHIB is going to be a force to be reckoned with. So anybody telling you that this is going to collapse, is going to crash, is not doing anything, is really not paying attention to everything that's going on. The only drawback that I'm seeing with SHIB is all the new short-term investors that have come into the market. So many traders who don't really see or understand the power behind crypto is really where the problem is. They are like a blessing and a curse. They're a blessing because they bring more volumes to the market, but then every time the price makes a nice move, they go ahead and sell their positions and take profit. So this is why you're constantly seeing dips with SHIB. It's just because people keep on taking profit. But for the people who understand and believe in what's happening, are holding their positions. And what I hope long term is that we're going to see more people take the time to understand what crypto is all about. And hopefully we start to see more of these short-term investors turn into long-term investors. And then those pullbacks is going to start slowing down. All right. So lots of exciting stuff. Make sure you subscribe and enable notifications, because this is going to be a very big week for crypto, or not a week, a very big month for crypto, because with this Bitcoin halving event happening, it should bring in tons of volumes, and we should start to see a lot of people at least start buying into SHIB and Bitcoin and just cryptocurrencies across the board, and at least be willing to hold them until after the Bitcoin halving event. All right. So thank you for each and every one of you who watches my videos and who has already subscribed. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And thank you for being here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.